Brandon Carey at the 2019 Mr. Olympia versus Victor Martínez at the 2007 Mr. Olympia, when he arguably brought his best version ever and placed second to Jay Cutler. He was widely considered as the uncrowned Mr. Olympia that year. I've watched Victor poses at this contest, and I have to say that the size and the conditioning he brought on stage were incredible. He flowed perfectly with unmatched proportions and symmetry. The front double biceps shows that they both have massive and ripped biceps, wide chest, lats, and narrow waist, but Victor has the better quads. The pictures may show that Victor does not have the definition and the separation necessary to win the title, but this is far from being true. I advise you all to go back to his poses that night and see yourself. I still believe that Brandon's upper physique in this pose looks nearly flawless, but the overall proportions and balance go to Victor with his superior quads. The front lat spread shows that they both have wide structure that allows them to hit an impressive pose, showing the width and the density of their lats. I like Brandon's pose more because I like the shape of his shoulders in this pose, along with his wide lats and small waist, but Victor could also win it depending on the eye of the beholder. Victor hits a very impressive side chest, showing great size, conditioning, groundedness, and fullness. He looks more aesthetic and pleasant to the eye than Brandon. He shows more details and lines in his muscular groups. He also has the more massive thighs, and we will see that in the back poses. The back double biceps shows that they both hit an impressive pose, but Brandon, in my opinion, has the more rounded shoulders. I also like the way his traps flow more than those of Victor in this pose. They both have wide lats that show impressive details, but Victor has the more massive thighs and the better ripped hamstrings and calves. Brandon might be able to hold his own in the shoulders and the lats areas, but Victor's lower section would turn Brandon into an amateur. The rear lat spread shows that they both have wide and dense lats, and we saw how Brandon managed to hold his own in this pose even against Rolly Winkler. Victor, on the other hand, shows insane width with serious conditioning in the lower back, not to mention the incredible size of his thighs and the superior definition and separation of his hamstrings. He shows the better balance between the upper and the lower sections. They both look incredible in the side triceps. I like Brandon's pose a lot with his massive and ripped chest, shoulders, and arms that flow perfectly, along with the tight midsection. The same goes with Victor, who shows great definition in his muscular groups, along with the tight and ripped midsection. But Victor's triceps are better ripped and defined in my opinion, and he shows more details in his thighs as well. The abs and thighs shows that Brandon has the smaller waist, which flows perfectly with his wide lats. They both have symmetrical abs, but Victor definitely has the more massive and the better ripped and separated thighs, which may grant him the win in this pose. You may think that Brandon hits a very powerful, most muscular pose, making use of his powerful traps and rounded shoulders, until you see Victor hitting this pose from 2007. The width, the density, the roundedness, the proportions, and the aesthetics Victor showed in this pose were unmatched. Notice the striations he shows in his chest, shoulders, and well-defined arms. I never liked the shape of Brandon's arms in this pose, contrary to his iconic front double biceps. I think Victor flows better and looks more proportional with his rounded muscles. He also shows the better balance overall with his more massive and better ripped and separated thighs. If Victor competed this year with this package from 2007, he could have easily placed among the top 3 and could have won the title as well, depending on the eye of the beholder. You should listen to the commentators in 2007 commenting on his poses. They were pretty much sure that he could defeat Jay Cutler and win the title. He has the size and the conditioning necessary to upset Brandon, and he definitely has the better quads, hamstrings, and calves. Let me know what you think about this matchup, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching, and have a nice one.